All right, welcome back to the Coach's Den. Coach, how are you?
Man, just
Yeah.
come out of hibernation.
Indeed, we had a slump in the middle of the season. Now we're coming back off. How you feeling about that?
Man, it's always good, man, to accomplish what you're trying to do, and that's, get the guys to play hard, win the football game. That slump, man, it put a dent in this, man. It was very tough. But life is about adversity and how you grow from it. So, anybody can coach life when things are easy, but it just takes a lot more, to give when you got to try to keep your guys up, keep them motivated, and keep them intrigued with the opportunities that are in front of them.
Right. So reflecting on the homecoming, what stood out most to you?
Well, I feel like, the same thing been trying to preach all season long, and that's, playing with some dominant energy. Never trying to measure yourself up to the opponent, but measure yourself up to your work ethic. Meaning that, the investment you put in during the week is, what's going to be seen on Saturday. And then the time when we were in the slump, those games, we had good practice weeks. So guys were engaged. Things were just like in the growing process, they're not carrying over, and some guys still playing with some timidity, and so you're just trying to help guys eyes open so they could see the game and play hard, play fast. So I think that's what we did last week.
Tell me, how do you plan on carrying over the energy and confidence from the homecoming win to the commemorative classic?
Well, I think it's just we kind of stay in the simplistic mode. Like I say, blue collar, man. You gotta just get back to what you do. We're consistent in how we approach things, whether we win or whether we have a learning experience in that. So nothing really changes for us. The motivation is always the same. The meter's on 10.
Let's talk about the rivalry. This game here is a tradition.
Yeah.
It's the 1892. Johnson C. Smith loaded up on the horse and buggy and came over here to the front line of Livingstone.
Yeah.
Tell me about what that means to you.
Well, I think, my opportunity being a Livingstonian for the past 5 years, something that I was introduced to coming in, but it's really been a learning experience for me, and I'm so appreciative and grateful to be in a place where, it was the first institution to go and play collegiate football. I wish I had wore my sweatshirts where we have the Woo on the sleeve, because the Woo represents we own one. And because we are the first HBCU to play football, collegiate football, we will forever be enshrined in that. And I would love to see just more going behind the Commemorative Classic,
right.
And for what it's worth, and how it can help build the institutions and allow us to put the schools on a greater platform,
right,
so that we have better opportunities and greater opportunities to recruit some of the best athletes that are available in terms of what we do in Division II football.
All right. What are some key adjustments or areas of focus in your practice this week?
One is cutting down on the penalties. I mean, some of them, I can argue about, but for the most part, and discipline, and guys just, we want our guys to play hard, and sometimes when you're playing hard, it can be a touch over aggressive. But just cutting down on the penalties, and then just continue to play smart. Carry over for what we've done over the past couple of weeks. Play sharp and play fast, and just let guys, cut loose.
Tell me, who do you feel has stepped up, vocal or emotional leader in the last stretch of the season?
Well, I don't know so much as the guys as a whole have just been kind of holding themselves accountable, and I think I enjoy the growth that I've seen. I think that's important, especially when you're building programs and having guys that can come in and see their opportunity and make the most of it. You look at our freshman JP, and him stepping in there and playing with such passion and heart. I think that without speaking too much, his actions speak louder than his words. And my old coach used to say, "What you do speaks so well, no need to hear what you say." And there's a place and time for it. Sometimes you need guys to be a little bit more vocal. But the usual guys that we have that are consistent too, like Dave Jones and just KG and those guys, and Reader, they all kind of step up and speak out. Caleb Stokes on the offensive line, definitely Elijah Alexander, quarterbacks, and the wide receivers. They all are pretty poised in their level of confidence. So I just like what we've been able to accomplish with them guys, and I'm excited for them to play their finale game and play it against Johnson Smith, a formidable foe, man. Always a tough team, especially since Coach Flowers got down there. And and just where they're sitting, it always helps us to measure up and compete and bring our best foot forward.
What's one thing you emphasized this week that you think could be the difference between winning and losing Saturday?
Well, like that's the discipline, and just not, don't make the mistakes and put yourself in the hole. You go back into the game last week. I mean, you look on the kickoff where we get the ball. We are getting the ball, and our player doesn't size it up right. He's not as visual, so it comes short, and then he's out of pocket. Right now, we give up the ball down the side of the 20-something yard line. I mean, you just can't have that. You can't have those type of mental busts, man, when you're out here trying to play and trying to win games. You're looking for every advantage that you can get, along with being disciplined and being destructive at the same time.
What's the message to the Blueberry Nation that's traveling to support the team this week?
Listen, I need them to cheer. I need everybody to, believe in what we do. Don't sit and wait and watch the game. We're not in the library. So I'm like, come, man, bring your excitement, Hey, don't speak on Friday night so that you can yell on Saturday. And what I want you to yell is, who you with?
LC.
LC.